I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Action Comics number 981. The Superman Revenge Squad has gotten their ringer, General Zod. Will the Man of Steel survive? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So, picking up from where the last issue left off, Superman is still trapped inside the Black Vault, that strange splinter dimension that Amanda Waller uses to keep her criminals in line in Belle Reve prison. Supes is freaking right the hell out, being tortured by the ghosts of those he couldn't save and those he fears that he may not be able to save in the future. Interestingly enough, they make a lot of reference to his parents and the night they died. I mean, so far everything else about Superman has gone back to the way it used to be pre-New 52, so I really hope that they shine a little bit more light on his parents and what went down there. Rick Flag and Waller managed to shut down the Black Vault and let Superman out. Granted, he's not doing too good right now. Sound is really bugging him for some reason, and we won't know why until the end of the issue. At first, we think it's just as simple as he's feeling some emotional scars given what's happened to him, but oh no, the actual answer is so much more complicated than that. Now, over with the bad guys, Eradicator and Cyborg Superman are making the sales pitch to General Zod to join their team. Only, little did they know, the fact that they're wearing House of L symbols on their chest doesn't exactly make General Zod all that pliable. Then again, he's a leader, not a follower, and I mean that quite literally. He has his own army trapped in the Phantom Zone, and that's all he cares about, getting a projector so he can get them out. Once again, Cyborg Superman tries to play devilish dealmaker and says that if General Zod is willing to join their little crusade, they're going to be breaking into the Fortress of Solitude anyway, and surely Superman has a spare projector somewhere. Zod begrudgingly agrees, saying that he'll do it, but because he wants to, not because he's following orders. The Eradicator does drop an interesting piece of information, though, to Zod, saying that one of the reasons he's mad with Superman is that he's polluted the Kryptonian bloodlines, leading Zod to kind of raise an eyebrow and be like, wait, what, Superman has a kid now? Superman attempts to give chase to these three before they can escape the area. Unfortunately, once he catches up with them, he has to deal with actually fighting them, which is easier said than done because it's 3-on-1 and Superman still isn't doing so hot. It's a pretty one-sided beatdown, and just to add absolute insult into total injury, it's this moment the media decides to show up in news choppers to record the proceedings of Superman getting his butt whooped. If there's one upside to the last son of Krypton having an absolute mudhole stomped in him on national television, it's that all the related Superman family of characters can see it, including Supergirl, Keenan Kong, Lex Luthor. Even his poor son John ends up seeing it on his smartphone. I think it's pretty clear what they're building up to right here, right now. A giant battle between the Superman family and the Superman Revenge Society, which, you know what, sign me up. Superman is forced to make a tactical retreat, something that Zod gloats endlessly about. He's able to fly back home to Hamilton County, but it's not an easy flight. He has to do it basically by muscle memory. And that would be because after his run-in with the Black Vault, Superman is now 100% completely blind. And it's right here on this crazy cliffhanger the comic chooses to end. So that was Action Comics number 981 for you, and overall I thought it was pretty cool, if ultimately more action-focused than story-focused. Jurgens has definitely got a good handle on Zod, and this story is most definitely a return to the classic Zod that we know and love from the pre-New 52 era. Giving Superman a disability is also an interesting idea, especially when we stop and consider the fact that because Superman's senses are already at godlike levels, when you take away his sight, his hearing becoming a problem, his smell and everything else actually starting to hurt him is kind of a cool idea. Beyond that, there's not much else to say. It is kind of the middle child of this story so far, but it is good for what it is, which is why I would end up giving it a 7 out of 10. So there you have it, everyone. That's your taste of Superman this week. I hope you liked it, and if you're still watching, why not check out some of the other videos I slaved on this week? Not enough comic goodness for you? Well, that's fine too. If you want to be the first to know when a new video airs, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Cape Joel, so you'll always be the first to know. And hey, if you're a super Cape Joel fan who wants to show their fandom to the world, for the first time ever, Cape Joel, the Comic Multiverse, and Comic Smack finally has merchandise of its very own over at TeePublic. I've already sold some already, and I'll be sure to link it down in the description so you can get your very own. And until next time, everyone, this has been Cape Joel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again in another video. Bye-bye.